Oh, what a nice treat, guys. We got treated to a very nice surprise today, which is that Jared Cannonier is going to be taking on Sean Strickland. That's brilliant matchmaking, by the way. You tell me any opponent you could put with Jared Cannonier that would make you as interested as him going in there with Sean. It makes all the sense in the world. Now, I have not got to be overly praising of Jared Cannonier, of who I am a fan. But I haven't got to do that because he was, it was 10 weeks of him going in there with Adesanya, and it was a mismatch. Jared was not going to win a round. And if he did, he wasn't going to win two. So it was just one of those spots where there wasn't really an opportunity to come in and praise him. Now, I want to tell you, Jared Cannonier is goddamn good, and he's even goddamn good in the spots that he lost to Adesanya. He's good on his feet. Jared Cannonier is a good kickboxer. Very good. He's good at cutting the ring off. He's good at knowing range. He's good at protecting himself. He's good at counterpunching. He's damn good on his feet. So Sean, now here's the question, guys. Here's the question. Who do you think's going to win that fight? That's a hard one. As much as you might believe in Sean Strickland, he's taking on the number one contender. He's taking on a guy who was the number one contender. The guy was one win away from being the champion of the world. I mean, that's a hard draw. Jared Cannonier is taking on the guy that I believe should have been the number one contender and should have been one win away from a world championship. I mean, if you want to talk on paper, you got even here. In many ways, you have even. Now you have a style problem. Whatever goes up must come down. We know that in life, right? So how down is Sean? Maybe not at all. Maybe he's pissed off and this lifts him. We see that with some guys. Got to ask the same question to Jared. How down is Jared from having his heart broken in that fight? Or are we wrong? Is this the kind of thing that motivates him? Did he love that experience so much he will do anything to get back to it? I'll tell you, I had that in my life. It's gone both ways, but I will tell you, the first time I ever fought for a world championship, my heart was broken, but I never worked so hard as when that was done. To get back to that, I had so much fun. I really enjoyed that attention. I really enjoyed being the last fight of the night. I really enjoyed those press conferences. I wanted back. I wanted that opportunity one more time. It's one of those things. I don't know where these guys are going to go, but they're both answering the same. Any question you have, it applies to both of them. Hey, Jared, how's your confidence in kickboxing? Which is the best thing that you do, considering you just lost 25 minutes straight of kickboxing. Hey, Sean, how is your confidence in standing up and trading, considering you just got clipped standing up and trading? They're fair questions. I will tell you, in boxing, it's more true in boxing than it is in MMA. People like to pull it over to MMA, but if you go look historically, it's not as accurate, which is when a guy gets knocked out for his first time, he's not the same. Now, just so you understand in boxing, and they will tell you it's because your jaw becomes tender. You can't take the same punches. They will tell you that. That's not what it is. It is not a scientific about your jaw, and I've heard all the water here and the expulsion and the... Once you get knocked out, okay, you got knocked out because you made yourself vulnerable. A lot of times you will make your... Every time you throw a punch, you're now open. Every time I throw a punch, guy might come over, boom, hit me, guy might come over the top. Every time I go to attack you, I'm open. So what happens once a guy gets knocked out and now he questions his chin? He quits going for, he quits opening himself up. So it looks as though his defense has a deficit. His defense only has a deficit because the greatest defense is a good offense, and the guy shuts down his offense once he gets knocked out. We don't see that as much in MMA, but it's a fair question to ask of Strickland. Yes, you're going to wonder. Yes, you're going to go look at that Pierre. Yes, you're going to look at where you were open. And it was exactly what I just described. Pierre did not set Sean up. He did not lay a trap. Pierre weathered. He started measuring. He was taking... Sean was walking him down. But Pierre was a detective. He was looking for things. He was looking... Boom, he stepped in. Is Sean going to question that? It's a fair... I don't know the answer. I can tell you when I was teammates with Sean, it didn't affect him in the least to get beat. Sean did just fine in the practice room, by the way. But I saw guys get over on him. His next round, he wasn't down in the dumps. His next round, he didn't change what he was doing. His next round, he came up just like that, like it was a fresh and brand new round, and whatever was behind him was already behind him. Those are what the great competitors do. That's what I predict Sean is going to do. But to ask the question and to wonder both ways to Cannonier as well, it's a very interesting fight. I cannot think of a better fight. I really can't for either guy. That was excellent, excellent matchmaking. And I think you guys are with me. I think we're all together rejoicing and looking forward to Strickland versus Cannonier.